Have you ever wondered what's deeper than imagination? Imagine a place so remote it feels like another world, where light never reaches and pressure would crush a steel hull. This is the Challenger Deep, a small bowl-shaped depression hidden within the vast Mariana Trench in the western Pacific. Formed where one tectonic plate slips beneath another, the trench speaks of slow, savage forces shaping our planet. The first hints of this abyss came from the wooden hull and lead-line soundings of HMS Challenger in 1875, curious blips on old charts that whispered of unimaginable depth. Modern explorers traded rope for sonar, multi-beam echo sounders, precise positioning systems, and submersible dives have since traced the contours of the seafloor with growing clarity. Today, the best estimates place Challenger Deep at roughly 10,935 to 10,984 meters. That small range across surveys reveals something important. The deepest point is not a single static number, but a measurement shaped by instruments, sound speed through the water column, and the restless motion of Earth itself. Descending into the Hadal Zone, temperatures fall to near freezing, usually between 1 and 4 degrees Celsius. Yet life persists. Microbial communities, strange single-celled giants called xenophyophores, and resilient amphipods eke out existence where sunlight cannot reach. The Hadal world reminds us that life adapts in whispers rather than shouts. Human curiosity drew the first daring descent in 1960 when the Bathyscaphe Trieste, carrying Don Walsh and Jacques Piccard, reached the bottom and returned with a report that forever changed our sense of scale. Decades later, James Cameron made a solo voyage in 2012 with the Deep-Sea Challenger, capturing haunting images and samples. More recently, Victor Vescovo's DSV Limiting Factor completed multiple crewed dives, pairing habitat observations with high-precision mapping and sampling. Each dive is a tightrope act against roughly 1,100 times atmospheric pressure, an invisible crush that makes exploration technically fraught and expensive.
Yet those risks yield remarkable rewards. High-resolution surveys and samples reveal novel microbes, sediment records that whisper of past climates, and the tectonic story of a subduction zone that grinds continents and births trenches. These scientific wins are mirrored by unsettling discoveries. Plastic fibers and tiny fragments of human-made debris have been found deep in the Challenger Deep sediments, proof that the reach of our waste extends even to Earth's most remote hollows. That small, heartbreaking detail reframes the trench from myth to mirror, reflecting global choices at the very bottom of the world. Measuring depth itself is an art of instruments and interpretation.
Sonar pulses return slivers of time that become maps. Pressure sensors and direct submersible soundings cross-check those maps. Different surveys yield slightly different numbers. Precision mapping companies like Kongsberg and organizations like NOAA help refine these maps, while gravity-derived altimetry fills in where we lack ship time. The seafloor is not frozen in place. Sediment slides, tectonic shifts, and deposition change the shape of the abyss over years, reminding us that even the deepest canyon on Earth breathes and moves. Beyond geology and measurements lies the human story. Fewer than 10 crewed descents have been recorded by 2019, a reminder of how rare direct visits remain. Each descent is part science, part pilgrimage, instruments humming, cameras blinking, small teams bearing witness where almost no one has stood. Those missions broaden our understanding of extreme pressure biology and global biogeochemistry, and they drive innovation in materials, robotics, and navigation. They also expose limits, cost, risk, and the simple difficulty of surviving at pressures 1,000 times greater than at the surface. Still, curiosity persists. Uncrewed ROVs, drop cameras, and multi-beam surveys continue to sweep the trench, revealing new nooks, fresh species, and pockets of human debris. The story of Challenger Deep is therefore layered: tectonic violence and silence, scientific triumph, and sobering evidence of our footprint, the fragile persistence of life where we once assumed none. Standing at the edge of this knowledge, we feel both small and connected, because the same forces that carved the trench are the ones that sustain oceans, regulate climate, and cradle life. The deepest place on Earth is not merely a record depth, it is a living archive and a call to care. So the next time you watch waves on a shore or feel the hush of a deep forest, remember the Challenger Deep, a place where darkness and pressure reshape matter and meaning. Our planet holds more mysteries than any single dive can answer, and each careful expedition teaches us to listen better. If this moved you, follow for more quiet wonders and ocean stories.